The Agatha Christie case has had plenty of people speculating who could play the warring wags in a film, while also prompting recollections of the time Rebekah Vardy said she wanted Meghan Markle to portray her in a biopic about her footballer husband. Rebekah was quizzed on Piers Morgan's Good Morning Britain in 2016 about which actor would be best to depict her in a mooded film about her partner Jamie's rise from non-league football obscurity to winning the Premier League title with Leicester City. Meghan Markle, who began going out with Prince Harry that same year, was reportedly a favorite among film bosses for the role. When Piers mentioned this to Rebekah, she replied, "That would be great, wouldn't it?" At the time, One Direction's Louis Tomlinson was also linked to the main role, although the film never came to fruition. Meghan got together with Prince Harry in 2016, and would go on to abandon her acting career for a brief stint as a senior royal. The Agatha Christie case began with a now famous post from October 2019. Colleen, 36, accused Rebekah, 40, of leaking false stories about her private life to the press. Another news, Mr. Scobie's op-ed entitled "The Queen Deserves Better for Her Jubilee Than Obsessing Over Family Drama" was published online on Tuesday. It comes ahead of the monarch's Platinum Jubilee celebrations in June, during which working members of the royal family are expected to join the Queen and younger royals on a balcony at Buckingham Palace for Trooping the Colour. While absent for Trooping the Colour, non-working royal family members such as Harry, Meghan, and Prince Andrew will be invited to events including a service of Thanksgiving at St. Paul's Cathedral. In the article, Mr. Scobie describes the decision about who or who will not appear on the balcony as fuss, adding that the news to only invite working royals should not have come as a surprise to some. He pointed to Prince Charles's decision to limit family members appearing on the balcony at the end of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee celebrations in 2012. Mr. Scobie added that the Platinum Jubilee balcony arrangements solved the dilemma of keeping Prince Andrew at bay. He wrote, "Sources say Prince Andrew was eager to stand by his mother during such a poignant and sympathetic scene. Instead, the appropriate image being presented on June 2 is a lineup of part-time and full-time working family members who are all responsible for continuing the Queen's legacy beyond her reign. Makes sense to me." He went on to suggest that the omission of Harry and Meghan from the balcony lineup has been presented as a snub to the Sussexes, adding that stories about the couple being dramatically cut would have probably felt believable to tabloid readers. Mr. Scobie, citing an unnamed source, explained that the Duke of Sussex had said previously that he and his wife wanted to be part of Jubilee events, but were less keen on appearing on the balcony. He goes on to suggest that the 4-day Jubilee celebrations might be one of the last opportunities to see the Queen in public. The Duke and Duchess's biographer ends the piece by observing, "Members of the royal family are certainly no strangers to drama created by themselves. But, right now, the biggest threat to the Jubilee isn't coming from within the Windsors or House Montecito, it's the sections of media hell-bent on joyriding the focus towards soap opera-style drama and embellished tales. Whether you are a royalist or not, Her Majesty deserves better than this." The piece came 2 days before Daily Express royal correspondent Richard Palmer said the Sussexes could still appear on the balcony of Buckingham Palace. Mr. Palmer said a hint from a royal aide last week suggested a second balcony moment featuring Harry and Meghan could take place after the Platinum Jubilee pageant. Meanwhile, further details of the celebrations have been released, with the Queen's famous diamond diadem and jewels set to go on show at royal residences. Set with 1,333 brilliant cut diamonds, the priceless crown was made for George IV's coronation in 1821. It has been worn numerous times by the monarch during her historic reign and is probably the most well-recognized of all her pieces of jewelry. The Queen usually wears the diadem for her journey to and from the state opening of Parliament. It will be on view with other historic jewelry in the staterooms of Buckingham Palace during the Royal Collection's summer opening from July 22 to October 2 as part of an exhibition exploring the Queen's accession. In 1952, just days after she acceded to the throne, the Queen wore the diadem for official portraits by Dorothy Wilding. These formed the basis for the monarch's image on millions of postage stamps from 1953 to 1971. A selection of 24 of Wilding's historic photographs from the sessions will also be on display.